Distance and online learning. Distance learning was born when students who wanted to attend traditional classes did not have the time or ability to reach a college or university. This included mostly rural students who lived further away from a town or a university and couldn't attend regular classes. Really beginning in Australia, many schools began broadcasting their classes over radio and later television. The problem of reaching these distance learners with the same quality of education as in-person learners motivated the faculty of these colleges and universities to come up with a solution to effectively engage these students. So educators started to use more forms of technology in order to reach these students, like television, laptops, and cell phones. In spite of all these advancements in technology, educators still wanted to find a new way and a better way to engage these students rather than just generally broadcasting out their information in lectures. This search led educators to online classes. Their idea was to combine the new technologies with traditional in-person classes. Online classes transformed the way that both distance and in-person education was conducted. Now instructors began to rely more heavily on online resources in their classrooms. This developed into hybrid classes. Hybrid classes were classes where students spent part of the class time in a traditional setting and the rest of the time online. This meant that students were posting assignments online and having discussions online rather than in the classroom. This eventually evolved into fully online classes. Fully online classes are very similar to distance education in that the instructors and the students never meet in person, but rather conduct everything online. The use of online tools in education has grown a lot over the past few decades and is predicted to continue to grow over the next coming decades. However, this does raise concerns among many over whether or not the quality of education in an online classroom is as effective and as good as a traditional classroom. I'd like to conclude with some of the best practices given to online educators. First, be available and accessible. Second, facilitate discussions between your students. Third, always communicate clearly. Four, real-time interactions. And five, teach for all learning types.